All right, let's talk a little bit about what you might be able to expect during ceremony. Now, I'm going to caveat all this by saying that there is no way to predict what you're going to experience. It is different for every person, every time, every taita, every ceremony is going to be completely different for you. So there's really no way to say this is going to be the sequence in which things happen, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about some phases that you might be able to expect, and you're, again, probably not going to experience it in this order. One is the descent, which is as control starts to soften. This is the moment when the medicine is starting to work in you and your mind stops gripping the steering wheel so tightly. I'd like you to remember that you're not losing control, but you're starting to shift out of survival mode and you're shifting out of your normal consciousness. It is going to feel super weird. The rule of thumb is just let it happen and let go and surrender. Number two is the unraveling as your armor starts to loosen. So your emotional armor, tension, mental defenses begin to soften. This often happens when the medicine is taking over more strongly. This can feel very vulnerable. It can feel heavy. It can feel emotional pressure. It's your system opening. The confrontation is when truth starts rising to the surface. So old emotions, memories, or fears, avoided truths can come to the surface. This is not you being attacked. This is you finally being strong enough to face things. You will also likely go into a release, which is often body purges. Could be vomiting, could be shitting, could be shakes. Your body is discharging what it's been carrying, and this is one of maybe the biggest magic about the medicine. The medicine comes in, understands what you as the human don't need to hold anymore, and it turns it in from spiritual, energetic, or emotional into physical, and then allows your body to get it out, either by vomiting, shaking, purging, puking, those sort of things. It's wonderful and magical. This is basically your nervous system getting the opportunity to get stuff that you don't need to carry anymore out of your body. Reconnection is when peace returns. This is a feeling of openness, clarity, warmth, connection, everything we're talking about here. And that's often where insight starts to come in. And then the return is, as the medicine's fading, you feel really great, actually. More emotionally aware, open, you're going to have this like glow about you. This is the beginning of integration. It's the new version coming forward, and this is where the work begins. So, real quickly, I'd like to cover these 12 inner experiences that are also possible. Loss of control, emotional flood, somatic charge, or what we call the void, or a dark room. There's also the looping mind, memory surge, identity breakdown, moral reckoning, ego death scare, connection field, which is like love and light, you're connected to everybody, insight stream, and clean return. These are just our names for them. So if you explain it this way to somebody else, they might not know what you're talking about. But take a minute to kind of look at those categories and see what might resonate with you. At least just kind of keep this in your awareness so you know what you might experience. If you're stuck in a trauma loop, or if you're in a place where you're scared or you feel like you're losing control, focus on the breath. So you can breathe 4 in, 8 out, 4 in, 4 out, whatever you want, or just focus on your breath and make that your focal point. Just relax your jaw, relax your belly, find your anchor. That could be, we talked about this a couple modules ago, that could be repeating something like I'm fine, or your anchor could be asking for help, or call one of us over in the ceremony, and just let that emotion rise and let the experience play out. The more you fight it, the worse it's going to be. One sentence takeaway: intensity is not danger, intensity is depth, and you actually want intensity when you're going through these experiences. So that's it, and that's a little bit about what to expect. Hopefully this did not scare you more than it gave you a little bit of reassurance, but if you have any questions, as always, I'm here for you.